the lecturer. So students pun kita kena fikirkan apa tools yang mereka kena guna, and lecturers of course you need tools either to manage the presentation or the content, and also tools perhaps to evaluate or assess the students. So dia ada dua pihak. However, I think I'm going to focus on lecturers untuk sesi 2 jam ni, because if we were to focus on two, I expect memang 2 hari baru boleh cover. But as for now, I'm going to focus on lecturers, apa tools yang lecturer boleh pakai untuk menjalankan this type of assessment lah. Okay. And bear in mind, kena juga decide either we want to have it, because when we talk about pembentangan kan, presentation, is it okay to have the students to submit using YouTube, ataupun that is what we call asynchronous, tidak segera, maksudnya dia bukan real time. Anytime siap, share with us their Google Drive ke, Yahoo, YouTube link ke, and then we will look at it and assess. However, in the end, disadvantage is that we are not able to ask questions when it comes to asynchronous presentation. So it's a bit difficult sebab kalau kita nak tolong student, kalau kita tak clear, because there is no constructive feedback when it comes to asynchronous, unless we have ways of students sending their videos, and then kita ada sedikit ways to give feedback to the students after looking or watching their video. On the other hand, kita boleh juga menggunakan synchronous which is real time lah, whereby students are ready, kita ada satu platform yang kita tengok sama-sama, and students present, and at the same time we can give feedback. Students can defend themselves for having such presentation, and then if we are not clear, the students are able to justify. So those are the things that is good about synchronous. But bear in mind when it comes to synchronous assessment, kita memerlukan from medium bandwidth sampai high bandwidth. So kalau kita buat survey at the beginning of the semester, banyak students kita berada di lokasi yang low bandwidth, ataupun even if they come back to the institution with Wi-Fi ke wireless yang prepared by the institution, adakah they are ready for synchronous learning? Because even with wireless kadang-kadang tak kuat kan, more people are using it, so kita tahu ada hiccups when it comes to synchronous assessment ataupun learning lah. So kita kena decide lah, as a lecturer we have to analyse first, students kita adakah tergolong di dalam those with low bandwidth infrastructure, medium bandwidth infrastructure, ataupun high bandwidth infrastructure. Meaning that kalau synchronous, it is better to have medium and above. Itu pun kalau synchronous, up to uploading YouTube tu pun orang kata masih lambat lagi. So these are the technical things that we have to understand. Kadang-kadang kita just giving the task to the students tapi kita sendiri tidak faham aspek technical. So that is where ada miscommunication, ada gap lah dekat situ. Apatah lagi tambah isu kalau kita ada isu trustworthiness. Tak percaya students, kita keep thinking students kelentong kita dan sebagainya. So that is where lecturers will have to equip yourself with the technical knowledge as well. Okay, so ada dua. Tadi antara students and lecturers, and now we're talking about two approaches which are synchronous or asynchronous. Segera ataupun tidak segera. Okay. Right. Tadi saya ada mention juga tools for students, tapi selalunya saya tak risau tools for students, because students ni dia sangat kreatif. Kita cakap je kita nak apa, they will do it. They will find the tools. They know how to survive. However, I would also like to share when it comes to instruction, instruction has to be clear lah. Kita nak student guna apa. Maybe not up to the extent yang kita bagi tahu dia application apa. But we have to tell them, I need you to use a screencast tool, for example. So, bila guna screencast tool, dia tahu dia kena screencast something. So the instruction has to be clear when it comes to online assessment. Or you want the students to use, I need you to use a content development tool. So nanti dia kena cari. Biasanya kalau saya dealing with year 1 student, I will have to list down some examples of apps yang ada online for them to look through and try out. kalau biasanya year 1 lah, year 2, year 3 kita just cakap je they know what to do. But dealing with first semester student, first semester, first year, you have to list down some tools for the students to actually look through and see which one is their preferred tools lah or application. Okay, but the most headache here comes from the lecturers. Students dia buat dan dia hantar, kan? Tapi lecturer receiving all, assessing all, evaluating all tu yang headache. So now we are talking about tools for lecturers. So since we have like 2 hours today, semalam kita dah cover quizzes and all, and today we have now is 10:45 and I'm going to cover I'm going to focus on 2 tools, tapi saya ada jugalah contoh yang lain untuk saya, just to let you know so that you have more choices lah. Kadang-kadang application ni bila there are too many users using the same application, dia akan ada hiccups jugalah. So if you have like variety, then it will be better for you to choose different tools for different purposes. Okay, is everything okay? Sebab tak nampak orang lain kan? Alright, so as a start, I need all participants. I think we have about, let me check. I think we have about 100 plus participants here today. Attendee ada 103. Can everyone try to scan this QR code or go to this Flipgrid link and do the task given dekat dalam tu. Ada sikit je, very simple task just for you to introduce yourself, but I need you to feel how is it using Flipgrid. Boleh tak? Puan Farah, can I give about 5 minutes for them to try out?
Yeah, sure, no problem.
Alright. So maybe you can try to using another device, yeah?
Yep, I'm trying using my phone.
Yes, great.
But line slow.
Oh, ya ke? Okay, that's the apa tu orang kata challenges lah. Yeah, semalam pun it was like this kan. My line was slow. Hoping that hari ini saya punya line behave lah.
Dah daftar dekat CRS. I hope the participants are okay. Mine
Okay,
is okay.
I hope they are also trying now doing the task assigned to them. Just one task. Hi, Hani. Hi, Fiza. Saying hi to all the participants. All are familiar names. All are friends. Harap-harap tak bosan lah. Besok jumpa saya lagi Puan Farah. So, luckily 2 jam okay lah. So, I think yesterday session ada a bit time for the participant boleh try out. And hari ni juga saya nak all participants to try out this Flipgrid and see macam mana jadi student. How does it feel bila student buka link and what are the things that you can gain by using Flipgrid lah. Okay,
yang ni doktor pakai yang subscribe ke doktor pakai yang free punya?
Yang ni yang free punya. Flipgrid so far dia free.
Dia memang tak ada subscribe kan?
Tak ada. Flipgrid so far free. Ada tak yang bermasalah tak boleh masuk? Puan Marina kata tak boleh get in.
Internet tak ada dah.
Yang lain mungkin participant lain boleh respon dekat dalam chat box. Boleh buka tak?
Saya yang tak boleh. Saya tak boleh.
Sebab Puan Marina pun cakap tak boleh buka. I see, okay, you see a green plus, betul Puan. You need to tap on the green plus and record yourself. And then you have to introduce yourself. The task is to introduce yourself. I think the timing given was 1 minute 30 second. Tak cukup pun tak apa, but that is the maximum. So you need to tap on the green plus for you to record yourself. Nanti akan ada video. This is very user friendly untuk phone, so you can use your phone. Okay, and try to introduce yourself.
Okay, I dah dapat masuk.
Can you see the green plus?
Yeah.
Okay, you tap on the green plus and then record yourself. You have to record your video, record a selfie of you introducing yourself.
Flip grid.
Yes, it's a flip grid. Okay, let me check other participant. Done. Okay. Alright, Azwin kata okay boleh. Puan Sri can't get in. Can you try one more time? I think it was the same.
Amal over this side.
Ah,
We're using a different device to actually get into your flip grid, and I'm having fun with Amal recording ourselves in the flip grid.
yes. I thought but a message pop up. I need to download flip. Yes, because if you are using phone, you need to download. Sorry, you need to download first. If you are using your mobile, you need to download first to install from your Google Play or Apple Store, App Store. Okay, I tap the green and then download. Yes, you just continue with the whatever being prompted up until you have the video coming out from your device. Lepas tu boleh terus record. Oh yeah, you cannot use one device, Puan Ida. So you have to use two devices for you to try out because one is the for your information, we cannot use dua device yang synchronous at the same time. Sorry, one device for synchronous activities. Contohnya macam hari ni, seperti yang saya inform Dr. P, kita akan, because there is one apps yang menggunakan synchronous. Sebab sekarang kita guna Webex. Webex is a synchronous application. So saya tak boleh buka dua video real time pada satu masa menggunakan satu device. So as for now, when you are doing this flip grid, you need to use a different device for you to try out. I would suggest you use your laptop for Webex and then use your mobile lah. Kalau tak, if you are using your mobile for Webex, then you have to try out on your laptop, tapi use the link, not the QR code. QR code is for the phone lah, mobile version. Okay, yeah, so when it comes to flip grid, you need a medium bandwidth and above. Internet down, yes. So, alright, meanwhile, I can check how many responses received. So can I stop sharing first?
Dr. Harwati, you've answered the question on when Ida gave this question, what if students only have phone and don't have laptop?
Yeah, they can just use flip grid on their phone. What I mentioned just now is for the participant now for this session. But in other situations, student boleh guna phone saja. So they don't have to use a laptop. They can just use phone for them to upload a video. Let me just open first. So as for now, I have received 14 videos. Maybe you need to keep trying. That is usually due to the internet connection lah. Okay, saya share my screen. Handsome dan cantik-cantik semuanya hari ni. Okay, are you seeing my screen, Puan Farah?
Yes.
Okay, so we have few responses here. Ada 16 yang dah submit, 17. So we can see it's moving. Kita ada respon daripada, kita tengok Dr. Alias. Senyum lebar Dr. Alias ni. Tak cakap apa? Oh, tak cakap apa-apa, try je.
Dr. Alias pemalu.
Okay, let's see Aziz. Dr. Alias pemalu Oh, Aziz pun try.
Underwater, Aziz.
Underwater, yes. Okay, maybe she love diving. Mari kita tengok Hidayah Sat. Nora lah Nora. Okay, kita tengok Hidayah dulu. Okay, Hidayah say hi. Let's see Nora's. Hello, okay, morning. So we can see the responses here dekat dalam Flipgrid ni, and semua akan compile secara cloud storage. It will not affect our storage lah. Even if we open it using our phone, we can install phone dalam phone kita as a teacher, and we can set the notification every time student hantar, kita akan receive notification. But usually I turn off notification because I will only check bila apa tu orang kata deadline tiba, waktu untuk submission, I will check lah. Okay, so this is what will come out dekat kita punya grid. And the best part is, contohnya lah, kita tengok Dr. P. Okay. Dr. P tak cakap apa-apa. Kita boleh, all students can view and nampak and Carol, okay, you can actually buka lah and check everyone's punya answer. Alright. So ni Hafiz. So kita boleh tengok either we want it autoplay ke, speed normal and everything. So kita boleh adjust. So every video submitted goes into this apa tu Flipgrid lah. Okay. Let me show you.
Dr. Harwati, there is a question. This particular app, do we need to download it?
If you are using your desktop ataupun laptop, you don't have to download. Just open it in your browser. Kalau guna apps, phone, kena download lah. Even tab pun kena download. Okay. Okay. And if you can see, okay, there are 3 buttons here. Active means everyone can submit now. Frozen, bila kita frozen, maksudnya done lah, student dah tak boleh submit dah. Hidden means kita apa tu orang kata, kita tutup lah, student tak nampak. Share button is for us to share the link, and look at the action button. Okay. Kita boleh record, kita boleh add topic, kita boleh hide topic, move topic, even export data. Meaning that whatever videos submitted by the students, we can export. Alright. Yeah. Sorry, my internet is very slow. Okay. And then even with whatever submitted by students, kita boleh actually mark. That is the best part. Ini contohnya Hafiz punya video. Okay, hi Hafiz. Hafiz punya video. Kalau tengok belah kanan, you can see that we can give video feedback to Hafiz. And also there is a way for us to grade Hafiz punya video. Contohnya, kalau kita guna 2 ni saja, this one is the default setting. Default by Flipgrid. Katakanlah ideas kita nak bagi berapa markah? 5 markah. Okay. And then performance 5 markah. Alright. So we can add comments if you want to give constructive feedback yang macam subjektif. If you feel like sharing your any feedback dengan Hafiz, kena apa tu orang kata nak tambah komen lah. Then you can add comment here and then email your feedback to Hafiz. Okay. And if you think that you don't want to use the default setting rubrics, you can edit the rubric. So if we have our own rubric, macam untuk presentation kan, so you can use customize lah. So you have to add the criteria here and you can add, create. Okay, don't worry, we will go through, right? So how do you feel? This Flipgrid, anyone have tried before? Anyone has tried Flipgrid before? Maybe you can share with me in the chat box. Okay, so what we are going to do now, I tutup dulu. Okay, I'm going to look out so that you can see from the beginning. Okay, so what you need to do now, while giving your feedback in the chat box, I need you to go to your search engine and type out Flipgrid. So you will have this interface, Flipgrid. Let me check. And download pun akan download ya. Maybe your storage is full. You have to uninstall few things. Yes, you have to. If you are using mobile, you need to download the apps, but it is free for sure. Nak tunjuk semula QR code. Boleh. Saya tunjuk semula QR code while waiting for others to find. Okay. Puan Rina, don't give up, please. Okay, you need to, perhaps your mobile storage is full. So you need to clear up few things that you don't use and then you have to download. But as a teacher, as a lecturer, kalau kita tak nak download dekat phone pun tak apa. We just open it from our laptop or desktop. It's just the student lah. They have to download. When they want to submit their answers, they have to download. There's no way for them to not to download in their mobile unless they want to use their laptop. Don't worry, it is very user friendly. You can use your laptop, desktop, you can also use your mobile, you can use your smartphone, you can use your tab. Okay, you can just download it in Google Apps or Apple Store. Okay, so everyone is looking for Flipgrid now using your search engine. So are we done with the QR code? Can I move on? Right. So semua orang dah ada. Okay, let me stop sharing and share again. Sorry, not this one. Okay. So once you found your Flipgrid, dia akan keluar interface yang, sekejap ya, internet ni dah start dah slow. Okay. Alright, so let me just go from the beginning. Sorry. Yes. Okay. So using your search engine, so you will have this one come out and you just click on this one and then you will have this interface. Okay, empower every voice and everything. So you can use educator sign up here. Okay, at the bottom of the web page, or you can use the educator sign up button on the right side on top. So either or is the same. So let's just sign up. Great. Hafiz dah pernah guna. Right. So how do the students respond to the activity? So when you choose the sign up, okay, options, you can either choose sign up with Google or sign up with Microsoft. Somehow or other you need to sign up, you need to have a Google mail lah, Gmail. Okay, so sign up using Google. So like what I did, I sign up using Google and I just choose one of my Google account. Because I have already signed up. So I think it's quite simple. When you need to sign up, this is very simple information needed, and you can always edit your information. All right. So you will have this interface once you have successfully signed up. Okay. So you can check there are a few icons on top, options. Kita ada my activity. Okay, so my activity is basically reporting on whatever you are doing with your students. Recent video, student hantar, semua kita nampak dekat sini. Okay, and then we have achievement, and also we have recent videos lah, where you can check video yang mana yang paling terbaru yang you receive from your students. Okay, and then this is your dashboard, right? We have here 4 grades launched, 5 topics, total video berapa. So dia ada report dekat sini. Basically, it's just an analysis or a record of your own activity lah. Okay, so and then another feature is my grades. Dekat My Grades ni dia akan list down semua grade yang kita pernah buat sebelum ni lah. Okay, even grade yang kita jawab pun dia akan keluar dekat sini. Walaupun bukan kita yang create. Contohnya macam student, dia akan appear grade semua yang lecturers bagi, ataupun kalau dia buat grade dia sendiri, nanti dia akan appear dekat sini juga. Okay, and then we have other options yang you don't actually need to use lah, mixtapes, grade course. Yang ni I memang jarang guna lah. Usually I just use these two buttons, my activity and my grades. Okay, and usually it is my grades lah, sebab from here we can check our grades. Okay, has everyone successfully at this interface? Boleh respon dekat chat box. Saya takut saya terlalu laju, ataupun Hafiz boleh bantu kawan-kawan dekat PIS sebab Hafiz pernah guna. Okay, I'll show berapa video duration berapa lama sebab we can set dekat dalam kita punya grade. Okay, Jannah, yes, right. Okay, can we do lesson plan on it and plan ahead our session with students on Flipgrid? Yes, actually you can make use of Flipgrid as your learning platform as well. Meaning that instead of collecting students punya assessment, you can use Flipgrid to create your class. But basically in the form of video lah. Dia tak, not so much of yang, if your subject is too much of theory yang you need to read, you may find Flipgrid ni, sebab Flipgrid is a bite size punya style. Dia kecil-kecil, it's a chunks of videos. You cannot make use macam, dia tak sama macam open learning platform yang lain where you can have like a list of things of your modules and everything, and campak everything in one platform is quite difficult for Flipgrid. But I would suggest Flipgrid untuk lecturers to use as for macam video assessment lah. Sebab setahu saya macam dulu, I'm quite familiar with English punya courses, GPA kan. So I know you have like presentation, you have role play, you have interviews, sometimes maybe we have students to do things on communication skills. So there are a lot of videos to be accessed. So you can use Flipgrid as one platform for you to compile. It is more of library management lah, rather than having the students submit your link to you. You need to compile it somewhere, hilang, bila audit datang tak boleh nak tunjuk and everything. Especially when it comes to online learning, katakanlah macam auditor datang, dia nak tengok mana you punya online learning punya evidence. So even if we use YouTube ke sebagainya, kita nak kena cari pula link tu satu-satu. But using one management tools ni, system management tools, you boleh tunjuk je, okay, this is for my class, this is for other class. When it comes to assessment, ini video yang student dah submit and this is how I grade them lah. So you have sort of compilation of students punya work. Okay, so let me show you one way of doing a new grade. Boleh let me check. Okay, so far dekat chat box semua okay. Semua orang okay ke? Sebab semua orang senyap kena mute kan? So macam, what is the maximum duration? Yes, Cik Kiong, wait, I'm going to show that. Alright, so add new grade. I hope that we are doing this together because this is supposed to be hands-on. Okay, so using your other device lah, because you are listening to Webex at the same time, so it's good for you to have a different device for you to try out. Okay, add new grade. So when you add new grade, you can name your new grade. Contohnya, let's say DUE 1013. Okay, communicative English for example. I tak tahu dah tukar ke belum. Is it the same communicative English code? Sorry kalau salah, alright. So you can put dia punya letters like alphabet up to 45. Okay, and then I need to brief you on these three options. These options is, kalau I'm not sure kalau Politeknik ada pakai students punya domain. Lecturers ada kan, macam email staff semua ada domain kan, okay. Tapi students ada tak domain dia orang? Kalau macam kita UKM, kita ada students punya email yang formal, dia ada domain @siswa.ukm.edu.my. Okay, kalau students, yes Aziz, thank you. Kalau students ada domain Microsoft, you can use this function. Okay, when you use this button, if you were to click on this button, you have to, okay, kenapa dia tak jalan? Alright, klik dulu, use this button, let me show, and then this is our flip code, and then click next. Right, So when you use school punya domain tadi, you have to add in semua domain yang related to the college lah, the institution. Contohnya kalau kami, domain kami at siswa.ukm.edu.my. So you need to, okay, press enter. Ya, enter bila dia keluar button biru tu maksudnya dia aktif. Okay, don't use spacebar ke apa. Kalau spacebar tadi, dia akan jadi macam ni. Kalau spacebar dia macam ni, MU pula Manchester United. Okay. Dia tak aktif tau sebab dia tak biru. Kena dia sampai bubble biru, macam nak bubble tekan enter. Okay, then you can insert the next one. Alright, so masuklah berapa banyak yang ada. Biasanya domain ada satu je. Kecuali kalau kita nak ada kita punya kawan. Contohnya kita co-teach satu kelas dengan kawan kita guna domain lecturers. So mungkin domain lecturers at ukm.edu.my. Okay, different domain. So kita letak as many domains yang kita rasa related to domain yang mungkin diguna pakai lah when answering the question. So you click next. So I'm not going to press this button yet sebab that is one. Okay. Or saya nak tunjuk contoh dulu. You can use school ID. School ID ni but what is apa tu orang kata, di school ID you have to upload student punya data semua dengan dia punya nama. Yalah, it's either you upload a CSV file ataupun kita masuk satu-satu. Kalau ada 50 paling sign lah. Apa tu, nama, first name, last name. Kalau nama Ali bin Abu tak apa. Kalau nama sampai 5-6 perkataan tu paling sign lah. So I'm not going to recommend you to use this one, but unless if you have a CSV file, you can upload and it will come automatically in Rubric. And even if you think that your students ada masalah domain ke apa, kadang-kadang student baru dia macam, saya tak pernah create domain ke, saya tak sedar pun domain saya apa, saya tak sedar pun email saya lupa password dan sebagainya. You know, students, a lot of issues lah arising. Dia akan cakap macam-macam, lupa password, tak ingat ada daftar ke belum, tak activate dan sebagainya. You can use this one as a public domain lah. But when it comes to public domain, in terms of apa tu orang kata confidentiality tu dia tak sangat lah, because everybody boleh tengok. Okay, it's not that public sebenarnya, tapi dia open lah, siapa-siapa saja guna Gmail, guna Yahoo boleh, as long as they have the link. Dia klik link tu dah masuk. Kalau yang school email dengan school ID, they will need, sebelum dia masuk dia kena enter dulu the ID ke, ataupun kalau dia tak ada Gmail school domain, dia tak boleh masuk. So that is the security part lah. Kalau yang educator learning community ni, kalau as long as dia ada link, katakanlah link tu tersebar mana, anyone can just click the link and masuk without any security punya apa tu orang kata gate lah. Okay, since tadi Aziz kata ada domain, kita try this one So kita dah masukkan and we click next. Right, so now your grade is ready. Okay, I think lecturers in Polytechnic also can use Google Classroom kan? Ada Google Classroom account as well. You are subscribed to Google Classroom because I think I have asked Dr. Prasanna if you have a Microsoft G Suite, that means you have this one, Google Classroom as well. So you can embed. You can also copy this link and share in the WhatsApp or Telegram with your students. So now the grade is ready. So go to your grade and you can edit your grade. So if you want to change this to your own thumbnail ke apa ke banner, you can edit this one. Use this pencil punya icon and then you can edit lah. Nak tajuk ke, tukar balik, apa-apalah kalau nak tukar balik. And then if you want to change this, you're not happy with this one, you can change to buku-buku, nampak skema-skema kan. So you can always update the grid. Alright. Now, in one grid, we can have many topics. Okay, contohnya kita ada role play 1. Lepas tu kita ada presentation 1, presentation 2. Let's say lah ada banyak presentation, so you can always add dekat sini, add topic. This topic is a default setting topic. Katakanlah mula-mula nak guna untuk kelas kan, tak sempat nak prepare, nak kenal dengan student lagi, you can just use this default setting topic because this is usually of self-introduction, what you were doing just now kan, masa you try out tadi. And this is the default setting, semua orang boleh terus guna and share lah. And let's say if you want to add new topic, kita just add new topic. Okay, let's say this is untuk role play 1. Okay, put your stimulus or text here, your question here, and back to the question just now. How long? Student boleh. There is a drop down menu here. The video is as long as up to 10 minutes lah. So I think this is reasonable. Kita takkan minta student buat video sampai 30 minit. So I'm not sure what is the nature of the assessment yang needed by one particular course. Tapi I would say as technology people, the most is 10 minutes, because if you were to have more than 10 minutes, you're going to have a lot of problem, a lot of issues, not just uploading the video, because we are also dealing with one is capacity of internet connection. Bila kita nak upload, kita nak tengok, nanti dia akan loading, buffer and so on lah. So the maximum given by Flipgrid is 10 minutes. Okay, so even as short as 50 seconds. And kalau tadi perasan bila tuan-tuan dan perempuan atau doktor buka dekat aktiviti tadi, ada dekat on top on the right side tu dia tulis berapa minit, 1 minit 30 saat. So cukup je 1 minit 30 saat sebab I set 1 minit 30 saat in the task just now. So cukup je dia tak nak terima dah. Okay, so it somehow help us to monitor ataupun macam nak cakap control students punya work lah. Kadang student ni kita kata 5 minit, nanti set lagi dia buat 20 minit, 30 minit, kita pening nak assess, nak evaluate. So kalau Flipgrid ni dah kata 3 minit je. By hook or by crook, it has to be 3 minutes. So you tak boleh go more. Okay, Aziz tanya, so grade per class, each grade has topic. Yes, you can use one grade for one class. And in that one grade, you can put as many topics as possible as you want. That's why I kata tadi, this can also become your learning platform. You are showing your video satu je and then students respond, tengok video dan sebagainya. But it will not be as engaging and interactive as betul kata online platform lah, yang mana students, they can give feedback but not sampai tahap macam panjang lah respon dia. So it depends. But I would suggest Flipgrid only for assessment. Ataupun if you have like chunks of content that you want to deliver with your students, you can put in Flipgrid and share the link to your students for them to watch lah. Okay, so this is the option. Alright. So focus optional, this one ada if you want to focus, meaning that kalau kita nak satu jenis je, katakanlah untuk task tu kita nak student upload media saja and image, so you can choose. Tapi biasanya part ni kita tak usik lah, let the student upload, dia nak dalam bentuk macam mana record a video ke. Usually I don't touch this part. Biasanya student dia akan ikut instruction. Kalau kita kata kita nak video, dia bagi video. It's either they can, macam tadi kan bila tuan-tuan dan perempuan atau doktor buka task tadi, dia terus keluar video kan. You can actually use a different video. I mean the recorded version of the video and upload. You can, so the students can still upload a video. That's why I don't turn off this. I don't put this focus. So terpulang lah dia nak letak record video ke, upload a video ke. And again, if they want to upload from a video from YouTube boleh, but provided that video tu mesti 1 minit 30 saat lah. Sama. As long as it is within the duration lah. And the maximum is 10 minutes. If I were to repeat. Okay, and okay, if you want to click more options, you can see topic attachment dan sebagainya lah, topic status, but I rarely use lah. Okay, and then yang ni yang kita kata tadi feedback. Okay, if basic feedback, these are the default settings. Dia ada dua, ideas, performance. This one are the basic one. Tapi if you think that you want to customize your feedback according to your own rubric, so you can just click on custom feedback and add criteria. Okay, as you are adding criteria, dia punya maximum score ni, tengok ya, ada 100 lah, maximum score dia up to 100. Yang ni kosong to 100. Mungkin kalau kita dah set tak sampai kosong, mungkin minimum is 1 and maximum is 100. Kalau tak pun, I think takkan sampai 100 kan, maybe 10. Okay, so kita create lah. then you have to add lah kalau macam dekat sini delivery macam mana. So ada band description dia, apa description to this criteria needed and create. Okay, dia nak. Okay, so letaklah confident and so on. Okay. So kita boleh create. So we have now our own apa tu? Rubrics lah. Okay. This is the basic one. This is the customized rubrics, and then you can add as many as you want lah kriteria yang kita perlukan lah. Biasanya kita ada dalam macam 2 hingga 3 delivery, content, and perhaps sort of language function dan sebagainya lah. Okay, and then kita create topic. Alright. Create topic. Oh yeah. Okay, save. Changes tu. Oh no, I don't want to save this. If you were to save this, that means for all grade dia akan jadi sama. Okay, highlighted there was an issue. Highlighted. Oh, okay. Upload your video here. So you have to put your instruction lah. So this one is an example. So create. So your topic is ready, all set. You can copy this. Copy. Okay, copy. Masuklah dekat mana-mana. Dekat apa tu? WhatsApp boleh, Telegram boleh, email boleh, mana-mana lah. Ataupun you want to embed. Katakan you have your own CDOS kan. So you can embed, copy, embed code and put in CDOS pun boleh. Okay, and if you want to share QR code, just click this one. Okay, and then download the QR code. Then it's all ready, it's all set. Okay, so you can check your grade here, GUE 1013. Okay, alright. So far okay ke? Is everyone trying ke ataupun anything that you want to clarify? Maybe we have a quick Q&A session sekejap tu, Puan Farah.
So far I cannot see any questions.
Yes,
it's
everyone is focused.
Yes. Perhaps they're trying out.
Yes. All right. Exploring. Yes. Thank you, Nadira. Nadira is exploring Flipgrid. And I think so far there is no maximum of user. It's unlimited. I'm not sure because I have never used this up to more than 50 students yet. But if you think that you have more than 50, you may want to try out and share, give feedbacks to us or to your colleagues. What is the maximum number? As for now, I'm using below 50 and so far no issue. Everything is okay. Right, so this is all about Flipgrid. And I think it is very user friendly as long as you have your Microsoft, because this is already bought by Microsoft. Sebab tu dia free. So dia under apa tu Microsoft punya apa tu kata provider.
But I have a question, Dr. Harwati, because earlier on when we are supposed to log in, you say it's advisable to log in using Google.
Gmail, yes, Gmail.
Why is that? Why? But we can still log in with Microsoft, right?
Yes, either or. You can use Google, you can use Microsoft as well. So
but better with Google?
Yeah, it's easier with Google. Because I have experience in some device, dia ada issue bila nak buka Microsoft tu. In some device.
Oh,
so,
okay.
So the easiest is Google, especially those who are using Mac. Yeah, I have come across issues yang orang yang guna Mac dia payah sikit. So because you know Microsoft and Mac ni dia this is other story lah, ni macam cerita lain lah, dia ada issue kan. So but I would suggest using Google lah. It's easier.
Some of the participants earlier on said I suppose it's difficult to follow kot, benda laju sikit kot. But then don't worry, we have recorded this, so they can always refer to our video later on.
Laju okay.
Ada yang cakap dia nakkan instruction step by step. So tapi don't worry, they can look at this session again.
Yes, yes. Because it will be meaningful apa tu bila they try out when they have the content. Benda tu dia akan jadi lebih apa tu orang kata authentic lah. usually what I experience kalau you just go through, listen to the instruction, lepas tu lupa. So as you are doing your content, look back at the video and the instruction, follow step by step, then fine. Mesti jadi punya. And also Flipgrid is very simple. Anyone can do, no problem. It's just a matter of maybe I can repeat again. Are you seeing my Flipgrid ke my PowerPoint?
Flipgrid.
It's this one, the Flipgrid, my grid. Okay, you just need to go to log in, sign up macam biasa. Go to, it is usually my grids, always my grid. You don't have to go to the rest of the feature, like my activity ke, disco, library. You don't have to go to that other features. Always refer to my grids, and then all grids are listed here, all of your grids. Okay, so every time you want to add new grid, this grid is like either you are referring to one course or you are referring to one class. Up to you on how you want to manage it. Okay, if you were to have like one course, maksudnya katakanlah DOE 1013 ada 3A, ada 3B kan? And then you will have the students submitting in the same grid. Okay, but as it will be easier for us to like have one class, one grid. Because as the students are submitting, it's easier for us to check siapa yang dah submit, siapa belum, because only referring to one class. Kalau satu kursus ada 3 kelas, peninglah nak check nama sebab we have 3 different classes for us to see who have submitted, who have not submitted kan. So I would suggest using one class for one grade. So you have compilation of the students assessment, contohnya DOE 1013, DUP 1A contohnya. So dekat dalam tu ada students punya what do you call, ada topics, ada satu role play, and if you want to add topic, ada satu presentation, maybe role play 2 and so on lah. So you can have as many topics as you want under this one grade. Okay? So
Doctor, there are 2 questions here. One from Mr. Sanjay Charles saying that can they use their Gmail account?
You mean the students? Mr. Sanjay, do you mean the students? Okay. If you want the students to use their Gmail account other than the school domain, then you have to choose the one, the last one. The one that I mentioned on, show you again. Okay. This one, this feature. You have to be careful of this feature. If you were to let the students use their other, this one is Google School email. Like myself, harati@ukm.edu.my, that UKM email is associated to Google. So that's okay. So if let's say they are using their own personal Gmail, which is not associated to the institution. So either you use student ID or you use learning community. So it's easier for them to answer using whatever email lah. That's why I said just now, kalau guna school domain ni kadang-kadang isunya bila student nak masuk, dia kata dia tak boleh masuk sebab dia tak ingat dia punya email formal institusi tu password apa. Kadang-kadang ada yang tak masuk sebab tak activate lagi dan tak register dekat pusat teknologi dan sebagainya. We have, because based on my experience, we have those issues. Ada student yang tak activate lagi dia punya domain dekat pusat teknologi maklumat. Ada student yang in fact dah lupa dia punya password, dia dah tukar, lepas tu dia lupa. Ada student yang dah hilangkan password dan sebagainya. So I would not be saying the best is to use educated learning community, but this is the last resort lah. Kalau rasa macam payah sangat, use this one. Tapi security purposes, use school email or student ID. Just in case kalau ada link tu terdedah kepada public, maybe you put it in your Facebook. Dekat Facebook tu ramai kawan-kawan lain selain pada student kan. So orang lain tak boleh buka lah kalau dia tak ada school domain ataupun dia tidak listed in the school ID. So those are for security purposes. Okay, I think another question, boleh share pengalaman menggunakan short as instructional videos. What do you mean, Aziz? I can't understand your question.
Short ni apa, Aziz? Short slow pendek ke?
What do you mean? Short instructional videos, adakah video tu pendek-pendek ke macam mana?
Ada special shot ke? Oh, I meant in the tab.
Okay, in the tab, meaning that using Flipgrid in tab ke as a teacher or as a student?
Next to Disco library.
Disco library, okay, this one. To be honest, I have never explored this one, okay? I have never tried this, but by all means, please try out because as for now, I only ask students to submit the videos using Flipgrid. Okay, this one is for the instructor or the teacher to record a video for you to share perhaps with your students ke macam mana ke, but you can try out lah. But I've never, to be honest, I've never tried out shorts. Tak sempat lagi nak guna short ni. Selalu macam yang saya kata tadi, I always use this one, my grades. This one. Yeah, because there are many things to explore lah because Flipgrid ni free, I would say. Sebab kalau yang lain tu banyak yang berbayar. In fact, kalau yang lain tu saya rasa kita tak boleh. The best part, maybe I have forgotten to highlight, the best part is you can grade the students using Flipgrid. And they can also be informed of their markah lah. If you think that giving the students the feedback. Kalau tak, you can rate the students dekat dalam ni, simpan. Kalau kita, that's why again, kalau audit, memang kita tulis markah kita dekat kertas. Kalau hilang, hilang terus lah. Tapi kalau dalam Flipgrid, dia adalah record tu dekat dalam tu. And we can actually export.
Doctor, question. Once we have grade students' video, kan? Kat mana students nampak? How do students look at the grade?
Oh, kita kena email dia. Sekejap contohnya. Katakan tadi, alright. Okay, kita pick satu. Okay, katakan this one video. Kita pick one video, okay. Kan ni aktif kan? Nampak tangan ni aktif. So just tap on that and then okay. So kita nampak video dekat sini and we have to email. We give the feedback. Okay, contohnya. And then okay. Kenapa tak boleh email the feedback? Okay, right. So it's either we want to give them through the link ataupun kenapa dia tak keluar? It's my internet. Alright. Okay. Okay, copy feedback link. Alright, copy and we can share with the students lah. Puan Farah, are you there?
Yes, I am here.
Okay. I akan freeze tadi. Takut internet problem. So just copy lah and share the feedback with the students.
Copy, berarti copy ni you boleh letak dalam WhatsApp lah.
Boleh.
Ya?
Boleh.
Tapi yang email tu, kita tampal dekat email. Okay.
Yes. So the students can check lah.
Yang feedback send tu apa?
Feedback send ni, sepatutnya dia ada satu email dekat sini. Okay, can Encik Muhammad Faiz check ada tak email feedback? Because I rasa ada tertekan something dekat sini. Terus dia send. Sebenarnya feedback send to email. Dia ada satu function dekat sini. Mungkin saya dah tertekan tadi.
That feedback email.
Yes. Dia ada satu function dekat sini tadi, feedback send to email. Mungkin saya dah tertekan, tak sempat nak tunjuk. Okay, choose one.
So the link will be sent basically. Be sent
ada
to
email feedback ni. Saya tertekan tadi. So once you have given the marks, okay, saya tekan ni, okay, right? And then either copy feedback link or email feedback.
So what basically students need to go to the email and then click on the link. Yeah?
Yes, I think they akan dapat notification. Yes, so they can see their marks and kita punya feedback lah. Apa tu, not mad at you, right? Okay, so that is from Duke. So we can give feedback to the students as well. Alright, is there any capacity limit of the video submitted by the students? Meaning that capacity limit as how many can submit. As I mentioned just now, I have never used this Flipgrid more than 50 students. But so far up to 50 tu belum ada masalah lah. Capacity masih boleh lagi untuk satu grade 50 students. But if you have more, by all means, please try out. I cannot say what is the capacity sebab saya pernah guna. Maksimum yang pernah saya guna tak pernah lebih pada 50. So as for now, tak pernah lebih 50 tu okay. But above 50, I'm not sure. But I think because this is a free apps, so far tak ada limit lah because this is apa tu orang kata subscribed by Microsoft. By right dia tak ada masalah. But you can try out and share with us lah kalau you have that issue as to what capacity, how many students can upload the video. And if you think there are too many, more than, sebenarnya kelas selalu mungkin 53 ke kalau ramai sangat. But usually it is below 50 lah. But if you have too many, if you want to be safe, you can just divide them into 2. So you have, usually dekat dalam satu flip grid, there is no limit. But in one grade, I have never tried more than 50. Okay, in terms of video size, there is no video size, but we can control the time, duration. So by right, as long as it falls within that duration yang kita set, they should be able to upload. So we don't set the video size. So far dia tak ada function untuk set video size except for how many minutes. Saya buka balik contoh. Okay, kalau tengok dekat sini. Oh, ini dah start. Kita edit balik. Always press this pencil kalau nak edit. This pencil. Okay, and check here. Kita cuma boleh set recording time saja. But we don't set the size of the video. So as long as within 10 minutes, kalau dia okay, selamatlah. Kalau dia upload video dan tak lepas, meaning that the size is too big. So the student should be aware of that as well lah. So kita kena beritahu student kalau you nak upload video pun you kena make sure video yang you upload not more than 10 minutes within the duration as well. So that's how we control. Instead of the size, we control the time using flip grid. Okay, so
Dr. Harwati, correct me if I'm wrong. With split grid, when we give the link to the students, they open it up. Video tu dia access, dia terus ambil kan straight away, bukan outside. It's real time thingy kan?
Dia ada dua option. It's either dia nak real time, terus ambil video, ataupun dia ada dia punya own collection and then upload pun boleh juga. That is why here. Kita tak disable pun benda-benda ni. Let's say kita kata dia can upload a video, so they can upload. So it depends. Kita tak tutup benda ni. Okay, so it depends and the students can actually upload a video. They can attach here. This one, attachment link. Sebab saya punya tertutup. Yes. So kita unless kalau kita disable yang ini, students
tak boleh masukkan
lah. Tapi this is the default setting. Default setting ni dia enable. So maksudnya the students can always upload. So tak ada masalah untuk dia upload video walaupun benda tu bukan real time lah. Katakan dia dah record awal, lepas tu dia buka flip grid, dia nak upload video yang tu pun boleh, tak ada masalah. And kalau kita nak, kalau sebab benda tu bukan, let's say it is not an assessment and we allow other students to watch kerja student lain, we can enable this function. So dia orang boleh tengok video orang lain and like.
Doktor, kan video yang dia upload, kalau kita tengok dekat video features tu kan dia ada students can trim and rearrange video clips.
Yes.
Video yang dia upload tu pun dia boleh trim.
Boleh, dia boleh buka balik dan edit. Kalau kita nak dia hantar sekali, tak boleh edit dah, kita disable lah. That's it. So dia try nak buka ke, nak edit, nak resubmit ke, tak boleh lah. So if we think that we still allow them to edit, katakanlah sampai maybe dia dah upload, lepas tu dia rasa macam nak buat elok sikit lah. So selagi belum deadline, maybe they can edit. It depends lah on the lecturers how they want it to be, how they want to set the assessment, the implementation of the assessment. Kalau dia bukan assessment, you just allow them lah. to edit the video anytime they want. Okay ke?
Okay.
Di sini ada selfies only, video only. So biasanya kita tak usik yang ni, default setting kita ambil selfies and videos. So the students can add title kepada video dia. Okay, right, yang ni allow students to add sticky notes. Yang tadi yang ada apa, Aziz ada macam-macam feature macam diving semua tu bukan, under the water, under the sea tu. So this one kita allow lah. Kalau kita tak nak, then we have to disable lah. So that dia tak buat benda yang pelik-pelik kat dalam tu. Okay, especially when it comes to kalau macam benda yang serious lah. Yeah, it depends. Kalau role play sebenarnya okay je. Sticky notes and everything. Just to spark the presentation kan. The video kan. Nampak dia macam cool, nampak interesting and so on. So these are the features that are available in Flipgrid that you can explore. Okay, alright. Okay, understood. Thank you, Mr. Sanjay. Alright, so are we okay with Flipgrid? Can I move on to this one? Can be synchronous, can be asynchronous. Meaning that kita assign student tu asynchronous. Anytime bila dia nak buat, dia buat. But bila student nak upload, is either dia nak bagi real time jawapan ataupun dia nak upload a video, a different video as in dia punya apa tu storage and upload. So it can be synchronous, it can be asynchronous. So both. Okay, so korang, can I move to the next?
Please do. 11:41 dah.
Thinking of the time juga kan, tu yang macam laju sikit, but I hope you can explore using Flipgrid because it's always lah kalau kita tak try, benda ni free kan. Okay, so let me proceed with the other tools ataupun not to say tools lah, let me share with you this one first. Okay, so tadi kita cakap pasal mungkin student buat presentation using Flipgrid dan kita evaluate asynchronously, kita evaluate kemudian. Okay, but now if we were to set our assessment to be synchronous, meaning that real time, you kena present dekat saya sekarang, saya bagi feedback sekarang dan mungkin saya bagi markah sekarang, contohnya lah, contoh. And for your information, there are a lot of synchronous presentation tools lah, ataupun sebenarnya kalau synchronous presentation, I would say what are the apps ataupun tools yang involve adalah online meeting tools. Kita panggil online meeting tools lah. It is soul yang sama lah macam meeting kan. So when students do the presentation and all. Macam yang Flipgrid tadi is either dia orang present dan kita mark, evaluate kemudian, ataupun student boleh upload role play dekat situ and kita mark kemudian, whatever yang we think that there is no need for us to listen to the presentation using real time online meetings tools lah. Okay, but there are a lot of online meeting tools, tapi saya nak fokus kepada yang either kita familiar ataupun yang kita rasa free but with limited version lah, limited apa tu orang kata features. So saya yakin these three are the most common ones lah yang tuan-tuan dan perempuan dan doktor pernah pakai. What we are using here, we are using Webex meeting. Kalau tak nak beli, boleh guna yang free version. Free version untuk Webex, I'm talking about Webex yang belum tengok Zoom lagi because we are using Webex now. Untuk free features, we can use up to 100 participant in each meeting. But remember, one meeting can last up to 50 minutes saja. Meaning that after 50 minutes, padam. Every 50 minutes padam. What we can do with synchronous presentation is that we may need to have different slots for different group. Okay, group pertama pukul berapa sampai pukul berapa, group kedua pukul berapa sampai pukul berapa. So depending on berapa minit lah, kalau 50 minit ni mungkin with the hiccups and everything, boleh buat dua group. So within 50 minutes, we can have like real time presentation with the students for two groups. Okay. And you can have like unlimited number of meetings. Maksudnya kalau satu meeting 50 minit tu, satu hari tu nak buat 20 meeting pun boleh. There is no limit to the number of meetings. Okay. And as compared to Zoom, tadi kenapa saya highlight Webex? Sebab Webex ni dia 50 minit, lebih 10 minit daripada Zoom. Okay, Zoom sama can host up to 100 participants, unlimited meetings, 40 minutes however, which is 10 minutes less than Webex, and then also unlimited number of meetings lah, macam Webex tadi. And ramai yang guna Google Meet, assuming that Google Meet is free. Sebenarnya dia bukanlah free, cuma dia ada free version, which is orang kata tawaran dia lebih sikit daripada Webex and Zoom. Because meeting limit is 60 minutes for free users until September 30. 30 September ni tahun 2020 so after 30 September 2020 we are not sure apa yang dia boleh offer as for free users. And up to 100 participants unless if you have your G Suite account, if you are a G Suite account users, you can orang kata conduct a meeting up to 250 participants. Tapi remember, because if your institution is subscribed to Microsoft Teams, meaning that you are a G Suite account user. Check balik. Ada tak you punya Microsoft account semua and everything. So kalau ada, it is supposed to be synced to an email. So check email yang mana you are using. Kadang-kadang kita tak perasan. If you have your Google Classroom subscribed by your school, that means that Gmail used for your Google Classroom can host a meeting up to 250 participants. Okay, so you check what is your domain for your live streaming and everything. Okay, these are all technical. Sebenarnya kadang-kadang kita tahu kita ada tapi kita tak tahu. Those are the things lah. Okay, and apart from tiga ni, Zoom, Webex ni semua, apart from Google Meet yang free kalau kita ada G Suite, Webex Meeting and Zoom, sebenarnya orang suka Zoom dan Webex Meeting ni sebab dia sangat, orang kata, one is user friendly, second one is dia punya interface tu is modern sikit lah, orang kata canggih lah. Okay, but if you have Microsoft Teams subscribed by your institution, I would suggest you to use Microsoft Teams. And also, you can invite your students in Microsoft Teams sebab student pun ada domain juga. Bila dia ada domain, meaning that they can use Microsoft Teams as well. Biasanya user yang kita invite dia tak ada masalah kalau dia guna domain atau tidak. Biasanya, as for now lah. Sebab macam saya guna memang student guna domain siswa lah. So when we invited them, kita guna domain siswa and some students I invited them using link. So as for now tak ada masalah. Yeah, okay. And because of that, I think I would focus on dua saja since this is already 11:50. Tapi okay, I will have to remind, saya tak boleh nak tunjuk contoh, saya tak boleh buka Microsoft Teams at the same time on Webex. So saya dah buat screenshot for us to go through satu-satu. If you have your another device, you can open Microsoft Teams in your second device. Saya tak boleh nak demo live Teams dekat sini sebab dua-dua synchronous, dia crisis. Dia tak boleh Teams synchronous dengan Webex synchronous buka serentak. Tak boleh. So I just let you know that first lah, nanti takut nanti ingat kenapa saya tak demo terus Microsoft Teams dekat sini. And therefore saya guna screenshot. Okay, all participants? Clear tak maksud saya tu tadi? Participant senyap je ni, fokus ke, lapar ke? Okay. So I cannot use
clear.
Yes, clear. Thank you, Mr. Sanjay. So I have to use screenshots rather than demonstrating Microsoft Teams. Alright, so in Microsoft Teams, wait ya, ada lapar. Okay, sorry. Okay, sekejap dia lambat sikit. Okay, so this is a feature of Microsoft Teams. Sebenarnya yang selalu student dia kata, doktor pakai Zoom lah, pakai ni lah, sebab apa? Sebab dia tak nampak kawan-kawan dia. Kalau kita guna Microsoft Teams, yang ni masa zaman mula-mula kita guna Microsoft Teams, dia ada 4 je video yang boleh tunjuk dekat interface dia. But now I think it can go up to 9. Tak silap saya 9 lah. I think last time I attended a meeting using Microsoft Teams, dia keluar 9 video. But still kita tak nampak gambar orang lain. Dia cuma appear kat bawah saja. Kalau nampak dekat dalam ni, dia appear kat bawah saja, nama and everything. Otherwise, kita nampak yang 4 orang ni je lah sampai sudah. Tak nampak orang lain. Itulah yang student kalau dia nak kelas online, dia nak nampak kawan-kawan dia. Kalau dia tak nampak, dia rindu, dia cakap. Okay. So, but however, since kita dah subscribe to it, why not we use it lah. Okay. So, this is Microsoft Teams punya features. Kalau nampak belah kiri, ada activity, ada chat, ada assignment, ada Teams, ada calls and files. Maybe any of the participant boleh respond dekat dalam chat box. Dah guna tak Microsoft Teams dekat Poly? So that saya tahu where to laju and where to slow. Tapi sebenarnya kalau Microsoft Teams ni kita train 1 hari sebenarnya. Aida dah lapar dah. Boleh saya tahu sikit respon daripada participant dah pernah guna? How far have you been using Microsoft Teams so far? Okay, dah ada guna but not familiar. Pernah guna. Okay, yes. So you know how to create classes and everything. Dah try dengan kawan pernah guna. Okay, I hope you have use macam mana nak create class dan sebagainya, because I'm going to macam jump sikit-sikit lah. Because we have a very short time. Okay, I'm going to focus on Teams. Every time kita nak create new class, kita akan guna feature Teams. Kalau nampak belah kiri tu, Teams tu kita guna feature tu and kita create new Teams. One Teams is representing one class. Satu kelas. Kalau kita nak guna beberapa kelas, kita kena set lah dekat dalam Teams tu. Contohnya satu course tu dia ada beberapa kelas yang berbeza. DOP 1A, DOP 1B dan sebagainya. So you can set. But I'm not going to focus on that. I'm going to focus on how to use Teams for online meetings or online presentation. So this are example of courses that I have in my team. So satu kelas ataupun satu kursus kita panggil satu team. Okay. So every time you have to create new team lah. Right. Now, and ini satu contoh teaching writing dalam satu kelas teaching writing. Okay. Once you have created your course on teaching writing, ada yang belum pernah guna. Okay. Right. Unfortunately, saya tak start off with how to create because I thought that if you are using it, that means you are quite familiar with creating the class. Maybe I'm going to focus on some features yang kita mungkin tak perasan. But however, if you think that you need on the very basic punya start off with Microsoft Teams, I will come up with insyaAllah, I will try my best to come up with the instruction one by one, and then I'll share it with Dr. Prasanna, with the organizer, insyaAllah. So, but I find that Microsoft Teams is very user friendly. Cuma interface dia je lah student kata sebab nampak macam old school sikit. Biasalah kan? Okay, but good thing about Teams is that you can have, like for example, this one class, nampak dekat atas ni ada post, ada files, ada class notebook, assignment and everything. So you can actually upload all your content ataupun PowerPoint semua dekat dalam files. You can use this feature. Okay. And ada assignment pun boleh masuk kat sini. In fact, students boleh submit assignment using Teams. And sebenarnya Teams ni dia all in one. Semua dekat dalam ni. Satu. So I would rather say it is very user friendly. Tapi biasalah kita kan nak try out benda ni dekat sini sikit, benda ni dekat sini sikit dan sebagainya. Okay. And dalam Teams juga, what is good about Teams is that we can insert in the calendar siap-siap. Contohnya kalau macam kita ada kelas dengan student, kita set siap-siap dalam kalender schedule dia so that dia tahu. Bila dia nak kelas, dia check dekat kalender ada kelas apa. Yang ni yang the latest one lah. Sorry, this is the latest one yang saya, because we have done with our classes, dah habis kelas dah. Now is semester break. So the latest one yang we had was audit. So audit tu sebab we had through using Microsoft Teams. So dia ada dekat dalam kalender saya. Okay. And you can also assign your student with assignment by using assignment punya feature kat belah kiri tu. Alright. So I have one example of assignment yang ni saya ada assign dekat student saya. And you can also put the grade lah, graded. But I don't grade my student here. And this is actually meant for attendance. When we can also take attendance dekat dalam Microsoft Teams. Kadang-kadang kita guna third party punya apps. Contohnya kita guna Google Form ke untuk student isi attendance dan sebagainya. But you don't have to do that. Actually, you can use Microsoft Teams untuk take attendance. You menggunakan assignment punya feature. Okay. Contohnya macam yang ni. Ini adalah file. Dekat dalam file, these are the files uploaded in one team. Okay. So you can, if you can see on the left side, dia ada, you can download all ataupun you can put in OneDrive. Okay. So these are the files, examples. And then back to the teaching writing just now, saya guna satu kelas teaching writing. Kalau nampak dekat dalam ni ada satu view assignment. That is actually meant for attendance. I'm taking attendance using assignment punya feature. Okay, what happen if bila kita dah buat assignment tu, kita put dekat post, dia akan keluar macam ni. Bila student submit, dia akan nampak lah siapa yang turn in. Maksudnya yang turn in ni adalah student yang datang lah. Yang not turn in ni student yang tak datang. It depends. Kalau kita gunakan untuk assignment, siapa yang hantar lah. Siapa yang tak hantar, dia tak buat assignment lah. So yang ini saya gunakan sebagai attendance. Okay. Right. And because our focus is not on how to create class, but our focus is on assessment ni, I have to bring back attention. Nanti takut orang kata, kenapa tak tunjuk daripada mula how to create class and all. Dia kena ada satu bengkel lah on dealing with Microsoft Teams. Kita buat bengkel ni dengan lecturers satu hari. Just to show them what are the features. I think Polytechnic pun ada juga bengkel on how to show, how to use Microsoft Teams kan. Okay, so my focus is how to use Microsoft Teams ni one for, kalau kita nak semua orang serentak sama, tapi remember one assessment which is interview. Yang tu yang saya nak highlight dekat Microsoft Teams. Bila kita nak buat interview, kita tak guna student in a big group. Okay, kita ada pelbagai cara. Satu cara yang very simple is that kita pecah-pecahkan student according to group and kita bagi link yang berbeza, slot yang berbeza untuk student attend to the online interview session. Contohnya yang ni untuk, I think kalau yang selain daripada JPA mungkin maybe you have proposal punya presentation kan, yang apa tu orang kata one to one group to one lecturer. So you need to have like a consultation macam style of presentation. Okay, but for interview memang definitely lah, there is no other people. Let's say you have 4 interviewees and 2 panels. So you can use yang macam saya kata tadi, the simplest method is for you to have, tapi penat lah nak create, kejap-kejap create kan with the students. And then you have to share a different link to different group. But sebenarnya with one class meeting yang you host, you can use breakout rooms in Teams. Ya, maksudnya breakout rooms ni maksudnya sekarang ni kita katakanlah hari ni saya nak buat interview dengan kelas DUP 3A contohnya. Si DUP je okey. DAT 3A contohnya lah ya. So nak semua orang masuk tapi supaya kita tak tertunggu-tunggu. Kadang-kadang student ni bila kita bagi slot yang berbeza-beza, depa ada bila kita dah tiba waktu dia, tak masuk lagi. So kita bagi je semua orang pada waktu yang sama. So they have to wait lah. Kiranya dia orang macam dalam waiting room. But they are in the breakout rooms. Okay. So what you need to do in how to make breakout rooms in Teams. So far okay ke? Boleh tak? Tulis dekat chat. Okay ke tak okay? Okay, insyaAllah saya akan cuba sediakan, I'll share this slide with Dr. P, don't worry. And also you have your recorded version of this one. Okay, cantik, I know you can do it. Right, so the first thing to do is before you schedule the Teams, you have to create a new channel for breakout rooms. Okay, remember, create new channels for breakout rooms and select the 3 dots to the right of your class name and add channel. Okay, don't worry, saya tunjuk screenshot dia. Right. So this is one class. So nampak tak 3 dots dekat belah kanan ni? Once you have created this class, when you open the team, you buka, you select this teaching writing class, you can tap on the three, click on the three dots and you have this add channel. Okay. Sebenarnya this function sama dengan function kalau kita ada satu kursus tetapi 3 kelas yang berbeza pun boleh juga. Okay. So you have to explore. Alright. So add channel. Kemudian start your schedule Teams meeting. Bila start, yang ni kalau kita nak semua orang masuk dalam satu masa yang sama tetapi tunggu dalam bilik yang berbeza-beza. This is suitable for job interview lah. Ya. Yeah? Because our webinar hari ni kita nak fokus tadi role play dah, presentation, boleh yang ini dan juga interview. I want to focus on the interview now. Okay, inform students of which breakout rooms that they should join and then select, saya tak nampak. And then select breakout group, select teams on the left navigation menu. Okay, saya tunjuk dah juga. Okay, saya tunjuk yang ini. Oh, sorry. Sana. Okay, so sekarang ni teams. So current in this meeting tak ada lah, belum ada orang lagi, tak invite lagi. This is the breakout rooms yang we have created. Okay. Internet is a bit slow. Alright. And then select your breakout rooms, channels, you will still be present in the main meeting. Maksudnya lecturers akan masih ada dekat dalam main meeting. Kita dalam meeting room main, kita still ada. And how do we check? Okay, so kita adalah dekat sini, belah kanan ni. Kita check ya, belah atas team tu. And this is the breakout rooms yang ada. Satu, kalau ada banyak lah. Right? Okay. And then what you need to do is kalau dah ready, bila student kita dah assign student kan, dia dah tahu dekat dalam breakout rooms yang mana. Biasanya ini ada dekat dalam post. Nanti kita kena assign them to katakanlah macam 5 orang kat dalam satu group, kita bagi tahu dia, okay, these 5 people you need to go to this breakout room 1, breakout room 2, breakout room 3. So dia orang kena klik dekat breakout room tersebut and then kita nak start meeting, kita klik meet now lah yang kat bawah ni. Okay, meet now and then the meeting will start. Okay, meet now. Ni adalah dalam breakout room 1. Contoh ini dalam breakout room 1. So kita as lecturer, kita boleh pilih nak masuk dekat dalam breakout room yang mana-mana. So we just click je. And then kita akan berada dekat dalam breakout room tersebut. So untuk buat interview contohnya, kita lah yang kena bergerak. Student kena stay lah dekat situ. Kita tak boleh lah kata satu room. Kalau satu room, student in and out, kita tak perlu buat breakout rooms I repeat. Kalau kita guna satu saja room, kita stay. Student masuk one after another, meaning that kita cuma bagi dia link and you masuk pukul berapa sampai pukul berapa, you punya turn pukul berapa sampai pukul berapa, you punya turn pukul berapa sampai pukul berapa. That is the simplest way lah. Another way, kalau kita tak nak menunggu, kita suruh student masuk dalam group siap-siap, kita yang bergerak ke group yang berbeza. Then with one group, okay, katakanlah kita nak habis satu group, you jangan balik, you tunggu situ. So lagi satu group kita buat, third group kita buat, and mungkin lepas tu kita ada postmortem sikit to tell you my feedback contohnya. So now everybody join in the main room and these are my feedback. Okay, so this can also be done in Microsoft Teams. Unfortunately itulah, saya tak boleh nak tunjuk demo secara live, but of course I'm going to share this slide with Dr. P so that you can also try out and explore on how to use this. Okay, so that is Microsoft Teams. Tapi Microsoft Teams ni as compared to Zoom lagi senang nak buat breakout rooms. So saya pun sebenarnya prepare some list, some instruction untuk Zoom macam mana nak buat breakout rooms. So as for now, ada soalan ke untuk Microsoft Teams before saya go to Zoom? Boleh tak saya tahu dah berapa lama guna Microsoft Teams? Maybe boleh tolong share, participant boleh jawab dekat dalam chat box. Dah berapa lama dah guna Microsoft Teams ataupun baru lagi ke?
Kalau dekat PIS, kita masa PKP lah kot. Puan Syahidah pun kata sejak PKP.
Okay, that means a few months lah sejak PKP. So I think you shouldn't be having problem with creating the class and also inviting students. Tapi is this the matter of how to fully utilize Teams for different purposes lah. Usually kita guna Teams, we will end up with using Teams untuk kita punya online meetings dengan students sahaja. Tetapi there are a lot of I would say facilities provided in Teams yang kita boleh guna, and also semua recorded version tu dia dekat dalam satu, kita panggil strip, dekat dalam satu interface. So student boleh always go back to the history kan dekat dalam meeting tu semua since the first day. Katakanlah kalau dia tertinggal ke apa ke, ada masalah internet dan sebagainya, they can always check the recording dekat dalam Teams tu sendiri. So in a way, walaupun dia nampak macam old school, nampak macam tak menarik interface dia as compared to Zoom or other online meetings punya apps, but the good side of it is that semua compile tu dekat dalam satu platform saja. So everything, kita punya nota ke apa ke, we don't need other platform. Kalau macam Zoom, kita tak boleh nak share folders, files. Dia cuma boleh, kita boleh bagi link lah contohnya, ataupun kita boleh bagi file, tapi once the meeting ends, siapa yang tak sempat save tak ada lah. Tapi kalau dekat dalam Teams, everything stays there. So you can always check the history, check the assignment, check the files in Teams. So that is the best part of it. Even if kalau kita nak record macam interview tu, we can record and we can ask students, perhaps because it is online, we can ask the students to rate their friend as well. Contohnya lah, if we have that assessment for peer evaluation contohnya. Okay, how do you rate your friends in terms of their appearance ke apa ke, ataupun maybe you want to have like sort of reflection by looking at these video interviews, what would be some of the do's and don'ts in interviews. Lagi orang kata lagi authentic lah, sebab dia orang boleh tengok kawan-kawan dia orang and dia orang punya macam mana, what are the things that need to be improved and what are the things that should not be done in an interview. So those are the things yang that we can explore using different methods lah and because of that, I would say again, semalam saya pun ada highlight juga, rubrics should be bukan tukar lah, it should be made according to the online assessment. Sebab dia tak sama dengan physical or face to face. So macam kita buat face to face interview, kita nampak banyak benda. So in terms of online interview, maybe there are things in the rubrics that need to be revised and perhaps there are things that need to be added when it comes to the evaluation of job interview tu contohnya lah. So there are things that we may want to look back and then make some revision so that the assessment itself is meaningful. Kalau tidak, is this a substitution of face-to-face interview dengan online interview? Is this the method of having it online? So in the end, macam the students themselves kena juga, we have to bear in mind juga the students, contohnya lah, when we talk about interview, online interview, it's not because of PKP yang kita kena buat online interview. The students may also experience online interview bila dia minta kerja nanti. Because there are possibilities that majikan sekarang tak payahlah you datang pergi office interview, kita nak interview you secara online. So what are the things or protocols that need to be complied when it comes to online interview? So in a way, it's not just because of the PKP, but perhaps it's just because it is also a point of apa orang kata values for the learners. Okay, So those are back to the theme tadi. Yang tadi tu lah, theme tu adalah breakout rooms on themes. So maybe I can share the slides after this, insyaAllah, tak ada masalah. And also you need to really explore and see what are things offered in themes. It's a good platform, a very efficient platform, I would say, because you can upload so many things in one platform. Right, PMJ conducted themes webinar about 2 weeks ago. Great. Right, so you're going to have a lot of exposures of using themes as well for whatever purposes lah, not just for meeting, for teaching and learning, as well as for assessment. Okay, can I move on to Zoom? Saya prepare sikit on how to buat breakout rooms for Zoom. Alright, thank you. Alright. Okay, so sebab kenapa saya pilih Zoom untuk breakout rooms? Kerana saya tahu Teams boleh guna breakout rooms, tapi saya suka guna Zoom because Zoom is more friendly in the sense that kalau kita ni jenis yang macam nak cepat dan kita ni macam tak, macam saya lah, because I like the interface of Zoom. It's not because I'm using the paid version, yes, but with the free version also you can use breakout rooms, yeah. Okay, but how to use breakout rooms in Zoom? First of all, you need to turn on the setting in meeting. Semua orang ada tak account Zoom? Boleh tak share dekat dalam chat box? I think ini yang memang paling familiar lah, meletup-letup lah masa zaman PKP. Semua orang, everybody is Zooming. Memang orang Google Meet ada, Nora mesti hari-hari Zoom, tak tahu Zoom dengan siapa. Nora? Okay, so it is quite a famous lah apps. Sampai satu masa pernah mengalami isu security, but by now it has been improvised, security semua dah enhance and everything, so you should not be worried lah. So what you need to do first, kalau you dah ada account Zoom, I'm not going to show you, tapi I'm going to skip sikit-sikit lah. You need to turn on the setting in meeting. So biasalah bila dah log in dan sebagainya, you will have this interface. Okay, so where do you need to change or enable the breakout rooms is by in the meeting, and dekat in meeting ni, nampak yang biru tu, you need to enable breakout rooms. Nampak tak? Okay, dekat dalam breakout rooms ni enable, make it blue. Kalau dia kelabu tu maksudnya dia tak boleh. Tu yang kadang-kadang bila orang kata, Harwati, kenapa I tak ada breakout rooms Sebab bila buka meeting tu, you have to allow this first. Kalau tak, sebab tu bila buka Zoom, dia tak ada button breakout rooms tu. So you need to enable it first, baru dia keluar function tu atau feature tu dekat kita punya breakout rooms punya window. Okay? Zoom punya window. Alright. And ini yang saya kata tadi, nampak at the bottom belah kanan ada breakout rooms. Ada 4 bilik tu. Yang after you have enable, baru dia keluar yang function tu. If you disable, dia tak keluar. Dia sampai record saja. So you have to enable that first, then only you have this breakout rooms facility function. Okay? And with this, once you have this, meaning that you can start using breakout rooms for, tak kisahlah, biasanya saya guna breakout rooms ni untuk, because I have postgraduate, so saya first masa saya jumpa, saya akan jumpa semua orang dalam satu main room, and then I'll put them into breakout rooms because let's say kalau postgraduate ni dia ada lain-lain bidang kan, so I'll put them bidang yang BM satu room, bidang yang polisi pendidikan satu room, so they are in with their colleagues lah, peers yang with the same background. So later I'll go into different groups to see what are the things that need to be touched, and then bila dah habis, masuk semua semula. I think it's the same approach using for interview lah, meaning that you can have one room for you to brief your student. Okay, these are the rubrics that we are going to use. Remember during the interview, I need you to do this, to do that. You have to inform the student. Sebab this is online. Kadang-kadang student ni dia lupa, awareness dia kurang sikit, jadi dia pun duduk sambil baring. Kadang-kadang even if dia dah duduk cantik dah, pakai tie semua, tapi mungkin dia duduk di kawasan yang sangat bising yang sampai kita tak boleh nak orang kata nak evaluate dia. So you have to you meet the students in one main room, brief them, give a little bit of housekeeping, what are the rubrics, what are the things to be evaluated, to be assessed in the job interview contohnya, and then you ask them to go into breakout rooms. Pecahkan. Okay. So now with this enable, so you can have this breakout rooms on at the bottom on your right side tu, dekat bottom tu. It's my right side, it's your right side lah, betul. Okay. So you can create rooms macam ni. So bila klik breakout rooms tu, dia akan keluar create breakout rooms. So assign 0 participant into how many rooms. So you can start setting lah. Katakanlah ada 5 kumpulan, maybe there are 5 rooms. So you want to set either automatically or manually. Automatically meaning that you kena set lah. Set siap-siap. It's a default setting of participant dalam each room. Kalau tak ramai, bolehlah buat. Kalau 50 tu macam jenuh lah juga kan nak tolak satu-satu. Or manually. Sorry, automatically meaning that the computer do for you. Kalau nak best, sebab participant kan, kalau kita bagi tahu student ni, kadang-kadang kalau kita bagi tahu awal-awal dia dah plan. So kalau interview tu kata impromptu kan, you can assign automatically, meaning that the Zoom will automatically assign the students into different room. So dia tak tahu dia akan ada dekat dengan siapa dalam satu room. So you can use that. Okay. And let's say in this example I have set into 4 rooms. So dia akan keluar macam ni lah. Bila kita dah create tadi 4 rooms, dia akan keluar macam ni. And then there are functions assigned kat belah kanan and drop down menu dekat setiap room lah. Okay, so if you want to add room, you can always add room at the bottom, nampak function add room, and also recreate. Okay. Now, bila kita klik option, dia ada features dia. Okay, move all participant into breakout rooms automatically. So yang saya kata tadi kalau impromptu, you can tick that one. Maksudnya dia automatically masuk. Ya. Yeah? Lepas tu kita tick juga allow participant to return to the main session at any time. Okay, biasanya saya tick sebab kita pun tak tahu. Nanti susah kita nak panggil dia macam mana kan, saya tick. Tapi kalau interview, maybe you want to let them stay and then bila you dah ready baru you panggil semua orang to the main room, then you have to untick lah. Right, okay, breakout rooms close automatically, check berapa minit. That one is depending on your setting. And then countdown after closing breakdown. Saya buat countdown ni sebab contohnya this is not assessment. Yang ni saya bagi student time untuk dia discuss. So katakan saya dah assign satu task, okay now you sit in groups and I want you to discuss in your own group and come back and present your findings kan. So saya buat countdown ni sebab dia tahu katakanlah 60 saat tu, katakan dia ada 30 minit untuk bincang. So selepas dalam masa 60 saat terakhir akan ada countdown, so dia tahu masa dia nak tamat. Okay, tapi kalau it is for interview tu tak perlulah letak countdown, so you can untick. This one is I set for discussion. So saya nak semua orang sedar berapa minit given to them. Okay, right. So other than that, habis dah ya. Okay, so other than that, okay, so when the time's up, it will be automatically diorang akan masuk balik dekat dalam main room. And kalau kita tak nak pakai timer, dia ada satu function nanti yang kita boleh call everyone back to the main room. Yeah? So there is a function yang you have to explore and you have to play around with. Boleh. Kadang-kadang kita tak nak, kadang-kadang lepas habis kita nak suruh diorang balik kan. So you can untick, allow participant to return to the main session at any time. You can untick and they can just leave the meeting anytime after the interview if you feel like there is no need for them to come back to the main room at the end of the session. So in the end, I think it depends. Tapi saya highlight lagi sekali, Zoom ni dia maksimum 40 minit. So with 40 minit, katakanlah kita boleh buat satu interview saja, that means there's no point for you to assign room. Kalau there's no point for you to breakout rooms lah. Kalau interview kan dia panjang kan, about let's say 30 minit ataupun 15 minit, okay lagi 15 minit, meaning that you can have 2 breakout rooms. 15 minutes for each room. Tapi kalau you think that your interview will last up to 30 minutes, so there's no point for you to have breakout rooms. It's just the method of hosting the meeting and call the students accordingly, according to the group, to get into the meeting and then start off with the interview lah. But if you were to buy, because I'm using license as well, if you were to buy, you can buy it with, tak silap saya, 14 USD per monthly. 14 USD monthly is equivalent to almost 70 ringgit sebulan. And it is apa tu kata automatically updated every month. Dia charge every month, meaning that, tapi you have to be careful. Kalau macam saya beli hari tu masa PKP saya beli, okay, sekelas, and then sampai bulan 7 dah final assessment, so saya tak renew lagi lah, so you have to stop subscribing. Kalau you tak stop subscribing, dia akan charge continuously every month. So contohnya, you have to be smart. Contohnya kalau nak guna yang ni untuk interview, kan? So you can subscribe sebulan. Plan lah. Interview tu dalam bulan, assessment bulan 7 contohnya. So you subscribe sebulan je, bulan 7. Pukul rata lah habis dekat dalam bulan 7 tu. Use Zoom fully for whatever assessment. So you're going to pay 70 ringgit. Which I think it is worth lah. Well, of course, fikir tu guna duit sendiri dan sebagainya. But for me, if it helps, the 70 ringgit is not that much lah. So it depends on individual. If you don't want to buy the license, still you can use Zoom up to 40 minutes lah. But 40 minutes, some of my friends yang tak nak beli, dia kata 40 minutes pun okey dah. Tapi depa apa yang depa buat, setiap kali habis 40 minit, dia renew. Bagi link baru. Which I'm not as, apa tu orang kata, tekun macam tu lah nak buat. I'm type yang bagi sekali, I don't want to think about it and I want to go on with whatever meeting. So that's me. So it depends on individual. Kalau you rasa you can just bersabar dan bertabah dengan every 40 minutes with new link, you can use the free version. Okay, so I think, is there any question for Zoom? Saya rasa Zoom ni quite familiar. Saya tak sentuh sangat kalau perasan on Zoom because my focus is on the breakout rooms because it is for assessment. Kalau it is for other purpose, maybe I will have to touch in detail. But because this is for assessments, I'm going to focus on how to use certain features for assessment. And for Zoom and Team, I would suggest for presentation, if you want to have synchronous presentation, and also for job interview. For Flipgrid, if I were to highlight again, since we have touched Flipgrid in the beginning, untuk Flipgrid, you can use Flipgrid for whatever purposes as long as you, if you think that you want to use Flipgrid for role play, so you can evaluate the students in role play. If you think that presentation asynchronously, maksudnya dia pun boleh present, but of course lah, bila Flipgrid dia individual, dia tak boleh, dia tak sesuai kalau berkumpulan. Contohnya kalau macam, okay, unless kalau dia upload video dia lah, dia dah record video dulu and then dia upload dekat dalam Flipgrid, okay. Tapi kalau dia nak pegang device dia and record there and then dia lebih tahu lah dekat situ. Unless if they have different methods for them to take turns to apa tu kata, record their presentation and upload in Flipgrid, that's okay. So it depends. Either again, you want to do it asynchronously, tidak segera, not real time, or synchronously, which is segera in real time. Perhaps for some purposes you want it to be real time. Contohnya interview of course real time lah. So the best apps to use is of course online meeting apps like for example Microsoft Teams and Zoom. Other than that, of course you can try Webex as well. Webex with free version, and Webex boleh juga buat breakout rooms, so you can explore. I'm so sorry I don't touch Webex here. Sebab with that 2 hours saya rasa berasap juga partisipan ni, Puan Farah. Kan, so you need to explore. Okay, so I think that's all from me. Perhaps we can open for Q&A ke ataupun yes, Dr. P kata you can watch the recorded video with the password. So you can watch the recorded video. And inshallah, I will share this slide with Dr. P as well. If you need, perhaps I'm not sure how you want to contact Dr. P so that she can distribute is not to everyone lah for you to use. But definitely it is not from scratch lah. It's not the same as starting off with Microsoft Teams. Ada satu from creating class dan sebagainya, because I am again highlighting all these apps for back to the purpose kita hari ni lah, for presentation, role play and also job interview. I hope it helps. Kalau ada kekurangan daripada saya minta maaf. Kalau terlaju pun saya minta maaf. I hope it is applicable and beneficial to all participants, and you can try to explore whatever it is, regardless of how many apps you learn, you need to explore. Kalau dengar dan tak cuba, memang dia tak akan jadi. You have to try out. And then you get to know which apps is suitable to you, because if I were to stick to one app, I would say setiap orang ada dia punya own preference. Mungkin ada orang tak suka Teams, ada orang suka Zoom. Mungkin ada orang suka tak suka Zoom. Baik kita pakai Teams sebab kita free. So you have to explore. Yang mana satu is your preference for you to use. At the end of the day, do something regardless of whatever apps yang dia nak guna lah. So I think Puan Farah, that's all from me. I hope everyone rasa ni lah, bring back something lah today from our second webinar, which is aplikasi digital untuk pembentangan, role play dan Temuduga. InsyaAllah. So back to you, Puan Farah.
Thank you, Doctor. We have come to the end of today's session. Time really flies when we have it fun.
Yes, I hope so. But everyone is so quiet. It feels awkward. Cakap seorang-seorang.
They are absorbing. They are absorbing.
Yeah, hopefully. Yes, okay. Do understand that as well.
But of course, like you said, we have to try this out.
Yes, you have to try out. Sometimes macam from my own experience, I tengok. Because to be honest, once PKP started, my dean, dekan faculty, dia create satu task force untuk PKP punya online teaching and learning. So there are 8 of us. We were assigned to go through all apps and see which apps helps the lecturers lah at the faculty in implementing teaching and learning. So saya sendiri tengok banyak-banyak apps, and bila saya tengok saya sendiri pening. Tapi bila saya try, I choose a few apps and try out with my students, then only it makes sense. Kalau kita dengar saja dan tak explore dan cuba, it will not be effective lah in the end.
Exactly, we must try it out. Macam saya pun cuba, tapi kalau saya dah pening-pening, macam kalau doktor pening, saya lagi lah pening. Bukan lalat, terus langang terus banyak-banyak.
Pening langang.
Tapi kami selalu run lah. People like Azilia, Hafiz, those are the people that usually help us out.
Kena pegang those yang once ni, Hafiz, Aziz ni. They are doing a great.
Bukan pegang je doktor, cengkam terus.
Great.
Okay, alright. Thank you very much. Do not forget everyone, join us again tomorrow, same time, 10:30 till 12:30 in the same link. Kalau lupa link, cari Dr. Prasanna. Dan kita pun ada recorded version. Dr. Prasanna dah bagi tadi. Kalau you nak ambil yang recorded version tu, dia punya password adalah capital PIS, IS tu kecil, @2020.
Right, okay, great. Right. Thank you so much everyone. Thank you, Puan Farah.
Okay, jangan serik Dr. Arwati. Hope to see you again tomorrow.
Yes, we'll be having our final session tomorrow. Hope participant yang tak serik, saya okay je.
Okay, I am Faridibah binti Muhammad Said from Polytechnic Ibrahim Sultan signing out.
Thank you, bye.
Bye, Doctor.
Bye, Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam.
Bye.
It's me.
Okay, so let me stop sharing.
Okay, bye Doctor. Take care.
Bye. Assalamualaikum.
Assalamualaikum. Dah terus tak nampak apa lagi dekat. Tak, dia punya chat ni dah tak nampak lagi, dah tak ada scroll. Oh, okay. Nak tengok sekejap. Alamak, tak nampak soalan. How can I get the video and notes for today webinar? Okay, dah tamat. Tak boleh jawab. Saya tutup je. Oh, bukan kat situ. Kan? An event kan?